Traffic and commute times are always an issue in Northern Virginia. Well, now a new report outlines what the state can do to ease the problem, Virginia's top transportation projects. Frank Moretti, the author of this report, is the director of policy for TRIP, a national nonprofit transportation research group. Thank you, Frank, for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. I want to ask you first, before we get to those top priorities, why do you say that these are critical to Virginia's economy?
Well, Virginia is a state that over the next 20 years is going to add approximately 2 million more people and see the demand for travel increase about a third. And if you're going to accommodate that type of growth, you need a transportation system, which is the backbone of the state's economy, able to accommodate that.
All right, let's give a rundown of the top 5 projects that you have on your report. Why don't you take it from here?
Well, the projects, the number one project, not surprisingly, is continued expansion of the I-95 corridor, going from Richmond up to Washington, D.C. The next two are in the Hampton Roads area, an expansion of the tunnel system, additional capacity on I-64, and then we come back to the Washington metro area with number 4, which is adding hot lanes, which is really a way to add additional lanes, but really focused on high occupancy vehicles and some tolling, and then we also and then see another Hampton Roads, the Patriots Crossing, which is another very critical project. Again, the Hampton Roads in Northern Virginia areas with the maritime and the aviation port being very critical to the state's economy.
How would this be paid for, though? How is the Commonwealth going to pay for this?
Well, you see an initial first step happening right now in Richmond with a significant transportation package going through the legislature. Obviously, everybody admits that's only a first step. You also see in Washington continued pressure for a long-term federal program, which unfortunately has been stalled for the last year, to go ahead and get passed. Now, those would be 2 very critical steps in starting to fund some of these needs.
So is this right now just a wish list? How seriously are lawmakers in the Commonwealth taking this?
Well, state and local transportation agencies provided the information on these projects. They are all well in the planning pipeline, so clearly they have been identified by the state's transportation leaders as the most critically needed projects. Obviously now it's important to communicate that to the public, and if you don't address these needs, there are significant costs to the state's economy and, more importantly, to the average person's quality of life. So
quickly, what's the next step? Is it hearings, or is it presenting this in testimony to the Commonwealth, to lawmakers?
Well, this report really is an economic blueprint for the transportation system the state needs. So as the state transportation package goes through and also the federal package, hopefully sometime this year, it starts the process of the state starting to address some of these critical projects.
Frank Moretti with TRIP, thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you.